respective tunnels a minute ago, to the approval of this Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Switch it, switch it.
Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe-Oweh.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He's coming. Check in. Come on, the ball hard. Let's go. Stay hard. Stay hard. Get it. You got it. Finish up. Finish it up. Stay at home.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mayfield keeps it himself.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds. Left in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Boykin.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
3. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
With touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mayfield now. That's complete to John Ross. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mayfield looks to throw.
And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Browns drive about to get started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. First down, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw it this time. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Browns. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Tucker now for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Dobbins running out of the gun, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield on first down.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A big play there on the keeper.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Rumbling past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Let's see how the offense still out there. They like to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is running out on this ball game.